First of all, thank you all for taking time to come here this morning and listen to us talk about compassion. I've had a lifetime of instruction about compassion from my husband. I knew him since I was 6 years old. And he is and was the torchbearer for compassion. We have to exhibit self-compassion daily. You have to take care of yourself. Second is to flex that compassion muscle every day. Every day when you get up. Make it intentional. I don't care if you go in and say good morning to your coworkers, lift them up, bring them a cup of coffee, say something nice like that.
Loneliness is just the symptom. Mm-hmm. The real issue is social disconnection.
Yeah.
And we can be disconnected in a variety of ways, but loneliness is the signal that our social needs are not being met, just like hunger signals us that our nutritional needs aren't being met.
Here we have now people who are rising in compassion, but believe that other people around them are not compassionate. Now, if you're good, but believe others around you are not good, are you going to want to hang out with them?
Muhammad was a very rare character. Muhammad was born like that. Like I said, I've known him since I was six, and he was 22, and the man's been like that ever since I've known him. I mean, it's just what he was. It was part of his DNA, and he enjoyed it. He found pleasure in it. He got energy from it, and he felt it was, you said it, not just a responsibility, but it was a joy for him to be able to connect with people. And one of the things that Sarah was talking about with millennials and Gen Zers, where they build community online, but it's about building community in person, me being face to face. And Muhammad was the kind, you could spend 10 seconds with him, you could spend 10 hours with him, you could spend 10 days with him, but you all would have that unique experience that you were the center of his attention and his universe in that amount of time. He made you feel special. He let you know, no matter how much time he had with you, that he cared about you, deeply cared about you, and he was interested in who you were. That's a rare ability to do it. I try to do it every day, but it's hard. But it was so natural for him. As natural, as I said, as breathing. He was just exceptional. But it's my hope, my dream, my aspiration to be able to be more like that. I try every day. And hopefully with that and what we do at the work at the center, I can inspire others to try to be the same way.
So if you think empathy is feeling what others are feeling, especially if you're a clinical practitioner, yeah, there's a high risk for burnout there. But as you pointed out, like if you are practicing empathy, that you can sit compassionately with people, their feelings aren't necessarily going to be the same as your feelings, but you can sit with their distress and you can imagine it and just be there for them. That's actually associated with lower burnout. So I think that clinically, the training for empathy needs to be really thoughtful about how do we regulate our emotions when we're interacting with people in distress, and how do we show them that we're there and show up the way Muhammad showed up, be fully present with people, while also being able to stay calm in ourselves and be able to stay centered. And I think that does take specialized training.
I have to confess, the first neighborhood I lived in Louisville with Muhammad, I didn't know them. I think they were afraid to know us. But the one that I live in now, it's a real neighborhood like I grew up in. So get to know your neighbors. The second thing I would tell you, if I can borrow a little bit of time, is for everyone to download this report at aliindex.org. You can read through it, but please go all the way through it to the back and sign the Compassion Pledge. Because once you sign that pledge, it sort of is in your mind, I got to do something, right? Because as she said, empathy is about the feeling, compassion is about the action.
Wow.